life has a flavor that the protected will never know. And if you don't fight against wrong, you become part of it. That's why you do it. The public looks to you. They need to know that you are strong. You are involved in a time-honored profession which you have been entrusted with, that which is paramount above all else, the public safety and the public trust. I can't explain to you why so far this year 36 officers have died in the line of duty, and in 1980 that I lived. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the whys. I can only tell you that no one honors and appreciates the ultimate sacrifice more than those of us who have been injured, but for reasons known only to God, we lived. Today is the day that we are here to honor David Moss. I try to think about something profound to say to you today. Something about maybe bravery and courage. I looked up the definition of hero. A hero is a person who faces danger and in adversity and displays courage and self-sacrifice for the greater good of all humanity, one who protects and defends. When I read that, I realized that heroes don't wear capes. They wear badges. But I was still looking for something profound to say to you. It occurred to me that in a way you're engaged in a type of war, a war against crime, a war against wrongdoing. I thought about the bond that officers have with each other, the bond that you have with your families, and I thought about the hurt that we all feel and the effect that it has on us when we lose one of our own in this war. But I thought it's a proud kind of hurt, a knowing kind of hurt. Proud knowing because you've made yourself subject to sacrifice for the greater good of all humanity. You meet the definition of hero because that's what you are about and because that's what you do. And trying to decide today what I might say to you, I thought about what message our fallen officers, what message maybe David might have for you, if they could give us a message. I thought about what message I might give if given the opportunity to say something before my end came. I came up with 4 things. 1, I think David would tell you, and all of the officers who have fallen would tell you, that they would do it again if called upon to make the sacrifice. And how do I know that? I know that because each one of you who wears a uniform and a badge goes out daily to protect and serve, and you do it knowing full well that by the day's end you may be injured or killed, but you do it anyway. And you do it because that's what you do, that's what you are. And they would do it again because that's what they do, and because they're heroes. You would tell your fellow officers to be careful and to remember that your safety is second only to the public that you are sworn to protect and the officer that is standing next to you. As to the third one, I have to preface it just a little bit. In the play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, in Act 5, Scene 1, Brutus and Cassius are preparing to go out and fight a great battle under the command of Julius Caesar. They are aware of the significance of this battle, the importance of it. They are also aware of the magnitude of it. And so they discuss with each other how much their friendship means to each other, how much they mean to one another. And then finally Brutus looks at Cassius and he says, I know not what this day's end will bring. I know only that it will end. And when it does, if we shall see each other, we shall indeed smile and embrace. And if not, then our parting is well made. So many times when we lose someone, we think of what we wish we would have said and what we wish we would have done, and we think we'd give anything to be able to say, I love you just one more time. And so, as you soldiers out there begin your tour of duty and you go out today or every day to fight the battle, but you have no control over how the day ends. And so, you're soldiers by choice. You put yourself on the line because that's what you do and that's what you're about. And as I said, I believe those who have fallen would unequivocally say they would do it again. But the third thing I think that they would have you know, or have you do, or that they would say to you is, when you leave your family members, when you leave your loved ones, every day, make your parting from them well made. Because it may be the last time that you see them. And the last thing I think that David would tell you, and that all of them would tell you, is that there are no regrets for who they are and for what they are. There are no regrets for what they did and for what they stand for. They weren't trying to be heroes. They just were. Thank you very much for the honor and the privilege to speak to you this morning. God bless all of you.